Neiman's dazzling 8+ inning performance. Tonight, it's right-hander Alex Cobb trying to keep pace and keep red-hot Hideki Matsui in the park. The Rays and the A's Game 2 next. Tonight, the Rays homestand continues. The middle game of the series, it will be the Tampa Bay Rays against the Oakland Athletics. And as we check the standings, New York and Boston playing at Fenway. Boston with a 7-4 lead late in that game, but there's a lot of baseball to be played there. And a full evening of baseball to be played as the Rays trail by 10 in the American League East. Hi again, everyone, with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis in just a few moments. Well, the Rays have found the winning combination. In fact, they've carried their road bats into this homestand over the last 3 games, of which they've all won. They've had 6 hitters with at least 6 hits in those games, and on base every time for the last 7 plate appearances is B.J. Upton.
And that's just one short of the club record, which B.J. Upton and 6 others own. Now, whether or not this is coincidence, regardless, the last 2 weeks leading up to the trade deadline, B.J. Upton was 5 out of 52. That's an .096 batting average. Well, since that deadline has passed, you've seen a new player. I mean, he's got 2 triples showing off tremendous speed, getting hits to right field, left field, up the middle, and showing a good approach at the plate. He's taken a couple of walks. So, this is a guy right now that's locked in, and there's really no reason to think that it won't continue.
Yeah, and for the time being, the 6-man rotation will continue. Starting to see a possible date when that would go away. But right now, Alex Cobb, part of that 6-man rotation. The rookie's on the hill tonight.
He's forced his way into it. I mean, Alex Cobb, every time that he's come up, this is now his 3rd stint with the team. He just continues to impress. And if you take out the first 2 starts of the year, look what he's done. A 3-1 record, a 191 earned run average. In 5 of those 6 starts, he's given up 2 earned runs or less. And in 4 of the 6, he's given up 1 earned run or less. I mean, this is a guy who came back in that first start of that big New York series and really showed what he was all about. Not rattled by the moment, pitched very well, and has continued to do so.
And Joe Madden really likes his makeup, mature beyond his years and major league experience. Our Coventry Healthcare pitching matchup, Alex Cobb looking for win number 4, 3-1 in his 9th start of the season for the Rays. And Brandon McCarthy, he can be tough against the Rays. This is not an easy matchup. Making his 16th start, he is 4-5 with a .358 earned run average. Rays have won 3 in a row. They are 3-1 on this homestand. And when we come back, Johnny Damon, who's hitting out of the number 2 spot now as the Rays DH. Todd Callis takes a look at Johnny Damon's resurgence.
and BJ Upton do their little flex pose. And there you go. JD, BJ Upton. Everybody's got their little things going on before the game in the dugout, and that's the Damon and Upton status. Now, Johnny Damon, remember about a month ago he was hit on the hand by Francisco Liriano with a pitch? His hand ballooned up, missed a couple of games. Well, believe it or not, it still has an impact on him as he talked to reporters after the game last night, after that 2-hit game. And our Geico quote of the game, here's Johnny Damon.
You know, when Liriano hit me, I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out. And, you know, when you talk about fingers and wrist in baseball, it sounds silly. It sounds like we're sissies whenever you hear about those injuries, but you know, those are probably the most important parts that we have to deal with. And you know, I think I've been working hard to figure out what I need to think, what I need to do, and in the past couple of days, the swings have definitely been a lot better. So hopefully, I can continue to do what I'm doing and have the other guys pitch in like they have been doing.
So that's the voice of Johnny Damon, our Geico quote of the game, and we are 3 minutes and 3 seconds away from the first pitch. Ninth start.
AT Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health. AutoWay. AutoWay is part of AutoNation, the largest automotive retailer in the country, so we can do big things. And by Tires Plus. The plus is in everything we do. Fans still gathering inside Tropicana Field. Rays taking on the Oakland A's tonight, coming off last night's victory, 8-4. The Oakland lineup again features Jamal Weeks leading off, followed by Coco Crisp and then Hideki Matsui. Josh Willingham is the designated hitter tonight. David DeJesus returns to right field, and Cliff Pennington at shortstop hit sixth. Scott Sizemore, Kurt Suzuki, and Adam Rosales in the lineup, batting ninth and playing first base.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays, right-hander Alex Cobb making his ninth start of the season, the 3-1 record, 2.79 earned run average, 48 in the third innings. 224 average against. Alex Cobb has thrown the ball extremely well here this third stint with the Rays. take a look at the Rays defense. It lines up behind them, left to right in the outfield. Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Sean Rodriguez, Ben Zobrist, and Casey Kochman. Robinson Chirinos once again behind the plate. Tonight's Rays defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
Joe Madden. Things working out a little better since the Rays have returned home, and with that, the same bats they've used on the road. First pitch of this game, and Jamal Weeks looks at a strike, so we're underway. Alex Cobb, the rookie right-hander, against the rookie second baseman Jamal Weeks. Ground ball right side, and it's picked up nicely by Zobrist. The throw to first in time to get Weeks one away.
Now that's Alex Cobb. That's what he's going to try and do. Move that fastball in and out. He's got the good split change, a curveball. Really loves to go to that split change when he's ahead in the count, 2 strikes. Just constantly moving the ball around, trying to keep the hitters off balance, never giving them one look and allowing them to go up there and have comfortable at-bats. That is the goal.
Well, now Coco Crisp will step in. Been on a nice little run recently for this Oakland club. In fact, the A's have swung the bats much better in the second half than they did in the first half. And Crisp has hit .344 over his last 16 games, including belting a home run last night. 2-0 the count here as the fastball missed. Strike at the knees, 2-1. Oakland in at 49-63. Third in the 4-team AL West. Bob Melvin, their interim manager, taking over in early June. And a cut to miss. 2-2. There's the off speed, that changeup.
Yeah, that little split change that Alex Cobb features. What a weapon. 2-1. You can throw that right following up a fastball that was down in the zone. Coco Crisp thinks same pitch. Bottom falls out.
A little tap right side. Cobb's going to redirect and go to the base. A tumble there. Both Cobb and Crisp. And Crisp is safely in, and both Cobb and Crisp safely up. More important.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was dangerous right there. Alex trying to find his way back. First of all, the way that the right foot landed on the bag awkwardly. You could have sprained an ankle there. Then you got Coco Crisp barreling down the line, making contact. Yeah, both guys fortunate that they're able to get up. Look at Crisp go airborne.
Yeah, that was a tough play because where the ball was hit, Cobb realized that he wasn't going to be able to get it, so he then diverted his plan and headed to first, and it was just a shuffle of a pass, really, from Kochman. A tough play, and Crisp is aboard. The first inclination is to give Cobb an error by the scorer, but, boy, that's a tough play.
Why?
If there was an infield hit, I tend to say that was it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how you give Alex Cobb an error there.
So again, we'll put it very lightly in the scorebook so that it's easily erased later on. Matsui sends a fly ball to center, and Upton is there to make the catch.
Now this is a reminder that tonight's game is available in Espanol via secondary audio programming, SAP, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida.
You know that play at first, BA, as you well know, when there's a pitcher covering and he's searching for that bag, then you're concerned about a possible ankle injury.
Oh, yeah.
And then with a base runner, the hitter-runner barreling down your backside, you don't know where he's going to be, and in this case he was semi-airborne. Then you're talking shoulders and all kinds of problems. And Chris, for his part, he's had all kinds of shoulder problems himself. There's a strike, and the throw down is not going to be in time. A steal for Chris.
Oh, let's take a look at that play again. This is first of all, this ball gets by Alex Cobb. This is where the trouble starts. Now he's got to peel off the shuffle. Got to find the bag and the ball at the same time from an awkward angle. He just steps a little far. Then you've got the base runner. I mean, right there you're talking about maybe a sprained ankle because of the way the foot lands on the bag. Maybe gets spiked. Maybe Coco Crisp gets flipped. He hurts himself. There's a lot that could have gone wrong there.
Pitch is down to Willingham. Yeah, Crisp has had some surgeries on his shoulders. He's had pins in there and all sorts of things. So when he went over the shoulder and over the back of Cobb, he wasn't sure how he was going to land. There's a ground ball and a base hit into left. Jennings charges. They're going to put the stop sign up for Chris, and now they're going to have him caught, and he is out at third base. Longoria went back to Rodriguez, and Chris was just flat-footed and dead as a duck. Here's another look on the base hit, and Crisp is out rounding third. Desmond Jennings to lead off, then Johnny Damon and Evan Longoria. Ben Zobrist, Casey Kotzman, and B.J. Upton. Matt Joyce, Robinson Chirinos, and Sean Rodriguez, top to bottom, Joe Madden's lineup.
Making the start for the Oakland A's. Right-hander Brandon McCarthy, 15 starts. He's got 2 complete games.
And the pitch to Desmond is a strike call. McCarthy is a strike thrower.
Yes, he is. 16 walks in over 100 innings. Very good base on balls per 9 ratio.
So it does not come as a surprise that almost all of his pitches, the variety, and he throws a 4-seamer and a 2-seamer and a slider, will cut the ball. He throws all of them above average in terms of the frequency of strikes with each one of those pitches. And there's a line drive. It's going to be caught by Rosales at first. And Jennings is out number 1.
Well, let's take a look at the Oakland defense as it lines up left to right in the outfield. Hideki Matsui, Coco Crisp, and David DeJesus. Across the infield, third to first, Scott Sizemore, Cliff Pennington, Jemile Weeks, and Adam Rosales. Kurt Suzuki once again behind the plate. Tonight's Oakland defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
There's Johnny Damon, hitting 267 now. The pitch is a strike. Damon was on 3 times last night, had 2 hits. And he lines this one, and that's going to be caught by Rosales. So both Jennings and Damon on soft little liners. corralled by the first baseman.
Adam Rosales put in as a defensive replacement here in the beginning of the game lineup.
Really?
I mean, that was a same line drive. That was a replay, righty-lefty.
He's played all over the infield and has fewer appearances at first than anywhere else. So he's like having an infielder play first.
And that's what it looked like.
That's what they used to say about first baseman. Now it's a good idea if you have a legitimate infielder at first base. Here's Evan Longoria. He takes a strike.
And this is McCarthy's second start against the Rays. He faced him 2 starts ago, gave up 1 earned run in 8 innings, picked up a win in that ball game in Oakland.
Cut with foul ball by Evan. 0-2.
You're right, Wayne. He's right up around goodness. 80%, 70% against lefties, 80% against righties with the fastball cutter combo, and then the breaking ball, which he loves with 2 strikes.
Pitch is up. It's 1-2. And you know, when you look at his pitches on average, we talked about it before, you figure if a pitcher gives you 63 strikes out of 100, that's about average. That's what you're looking for. Ground ball hits the mound. The ball goes through into center, and there's a base hit. Evan Longoria singled his first time up. McCarthy's well above that with every pitch he throws.
And I'll tell you what, that gives such a huge advantage to the pitcher, because it's one thing to be way above average with 1 pitch, but when you're above average with 3 different pitches that you can go to, now guess what? That 2-1 count, that 3-1 count that you're counting as a hitter on the fastball.
Yeah, there's a little more guessing going on.
That's
as to
right.
What pitch may be coming.
And if the pitcher has the hitter thinking or guessing at all, the advantage starts to shift out towards that mound, even in some bad counts.
Now the first pitch to Ben Zobrist, who leads in doubles with 35. He's had an outstanding year when it comes to total bases and extra base hits, and the 35 doubles a big part of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. And against Oakland for the year, 444. Here's Longoria at first, 2 outs. Pitch is foul back and on him a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One thing about McCarthy, he has taken full advantage of pitching up in the O.co Coliseum. At home, he's got an ERA of under 2.5 at 2.39. On the road, it's approaching 5. So big difference between him at that pitcher-friendly Coliseum and anywhere else.
A high pop-up foul ball. It's third base side and will stay playable. Caught by Sizemore to retire the side. We're through 1 tonight at the Trop. No score.
By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Visit geico.com today.
Alex Cobb back to the hill for the Rays. He gave up what has been scored at least one hit. Coco Crisp reached on. They scored an error on Cobb. You think, well, you want to make sure that first hit's a clean one, and maybe after they pick up another hit, they can change that other one to a base hit. Nothing coming yet, though. There's David DeJesus. The pitch is a strike.
What do you think about the phrase "asleep at the wheel"? Does that mean anything to you?
They play great music.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I like that. Oh, a drive deep to right field, and that ball is going to go. Home run to right off the bat of David DeJesus. And with that, Oakland will take a 1-0 lead. That's his 6th home run of the year. And only the 3rd home run given up by Cobb. All 3 of them have been to left-handed hitters. And here's a look at this one.
Well, that right there, off speed, the split change. You see it, no dip. That ball just stays true right down the middle, thigh high. Those are the ones. That's a hanger. That's like a hanging breaking ball. That's a hanging split. And they got hammered.
Cliff Pennington swinging and missing a fastball to start him. Strike 1. Hank Conger hit a home run off Alex Cobb when Cobb made his big league debut against the Angels. Justin Ackley hit one against him in his last outing in Seattle. And now DeJesus got him here with one tonight. 1-1 the count. Now 2-1. DeJesus, who hit the home run just his 2nd game back after missing some games with an injured right thumb. He's been wearing a pad on that thumb. DeJesus had a double his last time up last night and a home run his first time up in this game. 2-2 now. And ball 3, a changeup, and Pennington lays off. Pennington has been a tough out for the Rays last year and again this year. And he missed that pitch. He'll be thrown out by Chirinos. A strikeout. 3-2 changeup got him.
Well, this is just a reminder to look for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment later in tonight's game. Get it. Get it. The hat.
There's Sizemore. The pitch to him is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Sizemore has played third base pretty much on an everyday basis for Oakland. The 1-1. It's upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. He waits on this pitch and takes it low. 3-1. Alex Cobb, rookie right-hander on the hill. And a broken bat looper, short center. Zobrist out. Can't quite get there. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Sizemore is aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, Alex Cobb got poor contact on that ball that was running in on Sizemore. And you see Ben Zobrist. Actually, Ben made up a lot of ground to even get out close to that ball and just not able to haul it in. situation here, though. You ground ball, try to get you a double play. It's something that Alex Cobb has done a very good job of this year. His ground ball percentage is in the mid-60s, which would put you into the ground ball pitcher category.
Suzuki fouls the fastball back. That's a strike.
A lot of that due to the fact of that changeup that he has, that has that good down action. Likes to go to that pitch later in the count. Gets a lot of ground balls off of it, and also the swing and the miss. And you see the breakout. Very good.
Over to first base. The runner back in. Oakland with a run home. 1 on, 1 out. And the pitch is low. A 1-1 count to Kurt Suzuki. In the top of the second inning. Oakland had a couple base runners in the first inning. Jesus is homered here in the second. Another toss to first on Sizemore, who's back in. Slowing his pace a bit here with the runner aboard. And he missed in with a fastball. Takes the count to 2-1.
Trying to work this ball down in the zone and get that ground ball.
Takes off the pitch hit on the ground to third, going to be foul. Mike Gallego, the third base coach, former infielder with a pickup there, still has the soft hands.
Never lose them.
Yep.
Been doing it for too long, glove or not.
And it's a 2-2 count to Suzuki. Step throw to first, and that's not in time. We have a full count now on the Oakland catcher. Foul and back to the plate umpire. So we'll do that again. This next pitch will be the 20th pitch of the inning. Made by Alex Cobb. First base again. Back goes Sizemore. the left side. That's going to be a fair ball. Kicks against the sidewall. Sizemore is going to go to third. Into second base with a double goes Suzuki. And Oakland threatens here in the second inning on the two-base hit by their catcher.
Well, full count, and you get a ball here. Another hanger, another hanging changeup. It just stayed right up, trying to throw that pitch for a strike, and Suzuki recognizes it out of the hand. You know, when you throw that split changeup, it's not going to have that four-seam spin. It's going to tumble. So a lot of times that ball comes tumbling out of the hand. If a hitter picks up that tumble and it's a hanger, it becomes very easy for them. You saw DeJesus stay on one and hit it hard, and Suzuki right there all over that hanger.
It's a 2-man in scoring position with only one out in the inning. Here's Rosales. Ground ball, shortstop. Rodriguez with a long throw to first. The run scores as Sizemore crosses the plate. Suzuki stays at second. So that's a ground ball run batted in for Rosales, and it's a 2-0 ball game now. The top of the order, Jamal Weeks. Which is a ball 1-0. Red Sox have beaten the Yankees. That's a 10-4 final. Toby Ellsbury had 6 runs batted in that game.
There's this curveball. Almost looked like Chirinos was looking for something a little different. Not really sure where to go with the glove on that one.
Swing and a miss. Change up and Weeks out front. You know, that curveball is something that, in terms of frequency, at least in his last outing, he threw fewer of those than any other pitch. It's a good pitch and one that Joe Madden wouldn't mind seeing a little more of.
You know, what happens is he's got a good fastball. He's going to establish that. But that change, you know, it's so good at times that you're out there, you're like, this pitch is so good for me. Why am I going to deviate from it? And so you fall in love with it, and you're right. You stay away from another pitch that's a very good pitch. There's that change again. He's missed a couple today in the early going, but more times than not, that pitch has been there for him. So he says, listen, if I can locate my fastball in and out, up and down, and then feature that pitch, all of a sudden it's mentally tough to get off of.
A 1-2 count to Weeks. Side just a bit, a fastball, and it's 2-2.
Well, that's okay though, because you even the count up. That pitch was close, could have been called, wasn't, but it still served a purpose. Pitch in off the plate, now you can go back to the changeup. You can double up in there.
And he got him. Came back with the fastball, strikes him out. 2-run score. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Oakland.
by a deuce. Well, in tonight's game and all season long, Tires Plus will donate $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida.
Well, here's Casey Kochman leading off for the Rays. Kochman, Upton, and Joyce. Casey 6 out of 12 against McCarthy lifetime. And he takes the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Kochman, the third leading hitter in the American League to start play tonight. Ground ball headed to second. Weeks makes the pickup and throw. One away.
Center fielder, number 2, B.J. Upton.
Brings up B.J. Upton. Well, Upton's average up to 233. He's been on base 7 consecutive times now. Tripled his last time up in the game last night. And he hits a ground ball to second. And a shortstop, second hitter, and Pennington takes care of that. So 2 ground balls here, 2 outs on 3 pitches. Tune in tomorrow for the premiere of Inside the Rays featuring Matt Joyce. Follow Matt's rise to the big leagues and find out the challenges he faced as he developed into an all-star this year. Inside the Rays, Matt Joyce debuts Sunday, tomorrow at 5 p.m. on Sun Sports. Here is Matt Joyce. Coincidence. The pitch is a strike at the knees. McCarthy continues to throw strikes. And a ground ball to second. Weeks has this one. And a very quick inning. 5 pitches and 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. They trail 2-0.
Well, hey, Rays fans, you can win a VIP baseball experience presented by Captain Morgan. Go to www.raysbaseball.com/captain to enter.
And why are we not surprised?
I'll tell you, you know what? After looking at that photo, I got one leg up right now.
Yeah, there's a bunt by Coco Crisp, and it's a good one. He has a bunt single here on the first pitch of the 3rd inning. So he's on for the 2nd time. Hideki Matsui. Matsui lifted a fly ball to center. Pitch is too low. 1 ball, no strikes. Oakland scored twice in the second. Matsui has been a very hot hitter, and the Rays have the shift on for him. A home run in the 9th inning last night. Hit a fastball, his 10th home run of the year. He's been very good against left-handed pitching, and only recently has he started to hit a few home runs off right-handers. There goes the runner. The pitch is a strike, and the throw's not in time. And a stolen base for Crisp. Well, the Oakland Ball Club with some speed in their lineup. Coco Crisp leads the American League in stolen bases. He has 35 steals on the year with 2 tonight.
Well, Alex Cobb coming into this game, teams were 6 for 6 in stolen bases off of him. We've talked about Chirinos trying to speed up that release to second base, so you know the base stealers for Oakland, when they get on, they are going to look to exploit. Coco grabs one.
Two balls and a strike.
Make that another one.
Cobb takes a long look in this time. And a chopper headed toward the middle of the infield. That's Rodriguez out of the shift making the play. Crisp goes to third. Matsui's out. Rodriguez the Kochman. And with the shift on that ball hit toward the middle, Rodriguez actually had to go to his right to make the play. In that Boston win over New York. Take another look at that play.
Yeah, you see him range into the right. Plus, it was chopped, so it wasn't like he had a whole lot of time to be able to do anything but get Matsui at first base.
So the infield comes in with Josh Willingham, the DH, in the batter's box. And it's a high fly ball deep to left. Jennings back on the track for it to make the catch. Crisp tags and he will score. And that will make it 3-0. A sacrifice fly off the bat of Willingham. His 62nd run batted in.
Well, Willingham here wanted to jump quickly, and this ball was in just enough that he had to pull his hands in and not able to get full extension. Hit it good, not good enough. That does score Crisp, and Oakland now with a 3-run lead.
Well, the bunt single turns into a run. The bunt, the steal, the move up on the ground ball, and the sacrifice fly. Bases empty with a run home, and here's David DeJesus, who homered his first time.
It just shows
and
you how
he takes a curveball. There's a breaking ball.
Yeah.
Low.
Well, and you know what? That's Alex Cobb paying attention to Jeff Neiman going after DeJesus with the curveball. Not to mention the split, the change got hit out of the ballpark last time out.
Yeah, that changeup, he's still trying to find it. It's somewhere in the stands to right. Well, Jennings takes care of this. Fly ball to left. A run scores. It's 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Oakland.
Chirinos getting an opportunity because of not one but two injuries. Both John Jaso and Jose Lobaton. Lobaton were injured recently, and they were back today trying to hit live pitching for the first time in a while. Actually, Jaso's gone back-to-back days now. And Chirinos will lead things off against Brandon McCarthy here with the Rays down 3-0 in the bottom of the third. Here are Jaso and Lobaton before the game. There's Johnny with a big smile. They also ran the bases afterwards. Jaso taking turns at the bags. Lobaton only running straight lines. Big smile from Lobaton as well. Those guys just back and getting some action in the batting cage. Lobaton a little bit behind Jaso. We may see Jaso guys go out into minor league rehab as early as Monday of next week. Back to you.
All right, so both Jaso and Lobaton trying to get back, and it would appear that Jaso has a leg up on Lobaton there, trying to get back active.
Touche, Stats.
2 strikes, the count. Pitch is high to Chirinos. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, they're just trying to get back. They want to play. Swing and a miss. Chirinos out on strikes. It's the first out here in the bottom of the third.
We'll get exclusive deals and coupons delivered right to your phone with the free TampaBay.com/things-to-do iPhone app powered by the St. Petersburg Times. It's available now at the iTunes App Store.
There's Sean Rodriguez. Sean starting the night hitting .214. And finally a first pitch that's not a strike. 1 ball and no strikes. 8 consecutive first pitch strikes from Brandon McCarthy. He's staying 2-4. There's the strike.
And that's relatively new for him. You know, he came into this year, he was up over 3 walks per 9 innings. This year he's under 1.5, so he's dropped it by well over 50%. Pounded the zone.
And he throws a breaking ball in there for a strike there. 1 and 2.
Hitters step into the batter's box and all of a sudden find themselves down 0-1 and starting to get to be on the defensive.
A little bit wide. 2 and 2. But he's coming off a win Sunday against Minnesota when he had a career high 9 strikeouts and didn't walk anybody.
Yep. His last 4 starts, he's won 3 of them.
And a cut and a miss on a fastball, so Rodriguez is out on strikes.
That's what makes him dangerous. Strike thrower, get ahead of you, and especially against the righties. That right there was 91 miles an hour. That's the cutter. Now look at that ball just move away. And so what are you going to do? 2 strikes, you got to protect. You see a fastball, what you think's a fastball in the outer third. Okay, I got to go after it. All of a sudden, this thing slides 6-8 inches off the plate, and you either end up off the end of the bat or you swing and miss. I mean, that's a tough way to hit.
It's Desmond Jennings, and he takes a first pitch strike. So that's 9 out of 10. To start the game, first pitch strikes by Brandon McCarthy.
And boy, does he have a good rhythm going right now, too. I mean, just get it and throw it. Not wasting any time.
Yeah, he's 2 strikes now. So here's a guy, maybe you want to get him to move around off the mound, try to bunt on him.
Something.
Yeah.
Something. Because right now he's locked in mechanically. He's throwing strikes. He's working quickly. All the things you don't want to see as a hitter.
A ball, 2 strikes. Oakland lineup giving McCarthy a 3-run lead. And he's pitching as if he means business right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, it's kind of interesting, though, when you look, he's been pitching very well lately, but for the year, first time through the lineup, it's a .218 average against, and thereafter it's over 300. And Jennings starts to go out after it and checks. So the count is full. And here we are. Full count, first one of those we've seen tonight out of McCarthy.
Well, it'd be interesting to see, is he going to attack these hitters the same way? Because that, maybe he's trying to finish them off the same way, and these guys get wise to that and start to make you pay for it.
Ground ball headed to second. Weeks makes the throw to first, and the Rays are up and down 1-2-3. We go to the fourth, and it's 3-0 Oakland. As we move into the fourth inning, time for the AT&T trivia question. Who was the first Latin-born player elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame? That's our trivia question. Brought to you by AT&T. Cliff Pennington takes the first pitch, and it's too high from Alex Cobb. A ball and no strikes. Inside. So far they're holding fast on the error they gave to Cobb in the first inning. It's still up there, so Oakland has just 5 hits. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Two. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. A roller foul. As we mentioned, Boston beat New York 10-4, and in that game the Red Sox beat CC Sabathia again.
You take Boston out of his numbers on the season, and he's untouchable. But you throw them in, he cannot beat them.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? Foul ball back. Yeah, he's 0-4 now against Boston. He's 16-6 overall.
So, yeah, there you go. Take those 16-2 against the rest of baseball. 0-4. Not a very good ERA against Boston.
Yep. And Ellsbury had a big day. 6 runs batted in. Crawford went 4 for 4 with 3 runs scored. And old tap foul. Pennington's still alive.
And fouling off some tough pitches. Well, he fouled off a good changeup. That curveball just about ready to bounce. Put together a good at-bat here against Alex Cobb.
Lackey was the winning pitcher in that game. It's 10-8 now. Down and in. So the count is full on Pennington leading off the fourth. Swing and a miss. Pennington missed a 3-2 changeup. So he's out on strikeouts for the second time on a 3-2 changeup.
Yes, it was. It didn't have the same dip, but Alex Cobb kept it away from Pennington. And Pennington just pulled off, change of speed there.
Hey, there's our Southern Ford Dealers leaderboard here as it pertains to rookie starters, and the Rays are right there at the top. Sizemore takes the pitch down. 13 victories by rookie starters. Seattle next with 12. There's a strike. It's 1-1. In a bit. Now 2-1. The Rays have used this 6-man rotation, and they're going to have to go to Boston and play that day-night doubleheader. So they're in New York and Boston with a day-night doubleheader on a Tuesday, and then I think a day game on Wednesday. So 3 games in a very short span there. And after that, the Rays will take a look at the 6-man rotation and determine what they're going to do. That's a strike, and we have a full count to Sizemore. That big discussion the other night about the 6-man rotation. Pitch inside, a fastball this time, and Cobb gives up his first walk.
Well, kids, go back to school in style when you pick up the Raymond's Back to School set presented by Sagicor. You can pick yours up tomorrow when the Rays take on the Oakland A's. First 10,000 kids, 14 and under, get one. So visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets right now.
Now Kurt Suzuki. Pitch is a strike.
Now Alex Cobb works very, very quickly until runners get on base, and then he becomes very deliberate, tries to really think through the at-bat.
Well, he gave up that leadoff bunt to Crisp in the third when they eventually scored a run. He made only 8 pitches in that inning, but it took forever to get through. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll tell you how you really feel, Dwayne.
Well, just the fact.
Yeah.
You know, he really, you talk about slowing it down, and, you know, we've got a couple of relief pitchers who are like that. And, and they can be that way. They're in tough spots in games, and they're gonna think through every situation, and sometimes you hold the ball on purpose a little more with runners on.
Especially in this situation where you've already seen Coco Crisp with 2 stolen bases, a struggling offense over the course of a year. And they're swinging the bat better since the All-Star break, but over the course of the year, this is not one of your top offenses, so they're going to be looking to scoring any way they can.
Well, they've got a inexperienced catcher who's had problems in that area. Cobb, who has yet to have a runner caught stealing with him on the mound.
Right. Yeah, you don't think that they have those numbers, and they're going to try to exploit that and go after that perceived weakness.
Yeah, believe me, if we have those numbers,
they
have those numbers,
right,
they should have those numbers.
Right on. But you could see, too, on the first stolen base by Crisp, Chirinos, you could see the work that he's been putting in. He cut down a lot of excess movement on his throw down to second base. Crisp got a great break, so it didn't matter. But you can see that he has been working hard.
And the umpire to first, the runner back there. The pitch to Suzuki was upstairs. The count is 2-2. Now, it's still a transition period for him. An infielder his entire career until 2009 when he went behind the plate. Two and 2. Start of a look by Suzuki, but he did not offer. And another full count. That's 3 consecutive 3-2 counts now in this inning.
Yeah, the pitch count starts to climb. pushing 70 now. You see that second, and now here in the fourth, up over 20.
Runner goes 3-2, swing and a miss, and the throw will not be in time. Trickles in behind the bag. Sizemore steals second base. A strikeout of Suzuki. Runner at second with 2 gone.
Yeah, the third stolen base by the Athletics. Good change up there by Cobb to pick up the strikeout. Here that is. And then Chirinos trying to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. Bounce. That throw is on the money, on the bag. They got a chance.
There's Adam Rosales. It's a strike. Rosales drove in a run with a ground ball his first time, and a ground ball to the shortstop. Rosales missed a good part of the year with foot surgery to start the year, the season anyway. He was on the 60-day DL. Foot surgery last December. A foul ball out of play. The count is 0-2. He may be the fastest guy around the bases on a home run. This guy sprints. He doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but when he hits one, he rounds the bases in the most efficient manner. Takes off. Pitch outside. And it's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. So a long inning here in the fourth. Headed in the direction of Rosales and missed him, and another full count. That's 4 consecutive full counts.
Well, and what you see out of Alex Cobb in tonight's start is the inconsistency in the changeup. He's hung a couple, and he's been hurt on him. He's thrown some very good ones, picked up some strikeouts. That was one that almost hit Rosales.
3-2, and he walks him with that pitch. So the second walk of this inning. 2 men on with 2 men out.
And you could see on that last pitch that he walked Rosales. He's trying to find it. He's trying to find a way to get it down consistently. Right now, just struggling with the release point. Well, the NFL is back, and Fox's coverage begins with a preseason special as the Buccaneers head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Coverage begins Friday, August the 12th at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific in high definition only on Fox.
Well, this is the second extended inning for Alex Cobb. He's made 27 pitches. He had 26 pitches in the second inning, and that long third inning when he made only 8, but he was out there for a long time. And of the 27 pitches, not one ball has been put into play here in the fourth. The A's have been very patient, willing to wait. The ground ball to the right side by Weeks. It's going to go through for a base hit. Headed to the plate, Sizemore. The throw's not going to be in time. Now Weeks rounds the bag at first. He is out there. Chirinos to Kotzman. The run scores. Rosales wound up going to third, and Weeks rounded the bag at first. And on the throw back in from Joyce and right, Chirinos goes down to Kotzman and throws him out. It's 4-0. This day back in 1973. Almost immediately after his tragic and untimely death. First pitch is a curveball, and that's a strike taken by Johnny Damon. So another first pitch strike as he breaks out the curveball to start Damon. One and one. So that's 10 out of 11 first pitch strikes. Damon takes one a little close. 2-1. Rays have fallen behind here, trailing Oakland. Oakland with 2 runs in the second and single runs in the third and fourth frames. Damon, it's a high fly ball deep to right. DeJesus back. That ball's going to die on the track, and DeJesus makes the catch. Now Damon hit a high fly ball toward right center field, just not quite enough on it.
Just didn't get all of it. That ball looked good off the bat. The trajectory looked like a home run trajectory. But just didn't have enough. DeJesus on the warning track. You see Johnny Damon frustrated.
Just missed it.
Well, you know, when he talked, that Geico quote of the game when he was talking about the hand and the wrist, you know, maybe lacking just a little bit of explosion as he finishes off his swing.
Yep.
You know, and it's funny because you know you start to look back and think about his at bats the last little while, and there hasn't been that ball jumping off the bat. He's gotten his hits, and he's gotten some hits, but they, you know, he's flipped them in, rolled them, you know, not really hit the ball hard.
Yeah, and Damon's like those really good hitters. He's strong through the wrist and forearms. They have hands that are strong.
That's what creates that bat speed and gives the ball to jump off the bat.
2-1 the count to Longoria. Of that one fouled.
Well, McCarthy has a very good curveball, and he throws it hard, 81, 82 miles an hour. You see how he was able to snap that one right off the end of the bat of Evan.
And the fastball is lifted to the right side. Weeks under it out from second base, and he makes the catch. 2 gone. Weeks. We could see him last night trying to get used to this roof, and same thing there.
That was just a regular pop-up out to shallow right center field, and you weren't real sure. You know, he took an interesting route once again to get there. Watch, here we go. I mean, he's following this all the way down, but there's not that confidence level that you have with some other guys. I mean, Curtis Granderson could get together and talk about it.
And Zobrist takes a pitch down and away for a ball, a changeup. Well, with this fly ball by Damon, caught by DeJesus, that's the first opportunity an outfielder has had with this Oakland defense with McCarthy on the hill. There's a strike. The only other time an outfielder for the A's had even touched a ball was when Chris returned it to the infield on Longoria's ground ball single to center in the first.
Well, McCarthy's been working ahead and doing a really nice job of driving the ball downhill. Something we talk about with every pitcher, but McCarthy's got that good pitcher's body, tall, lanky, can really create an angle on you. The breaking ball's been good.
That pitch break in there.
Yeah, that's just you're going to throw that for a strike on the outer half. You know, in a 2-1 count. I mean, like I said, a weapon. You don't have to go to the fastball or even the changeup. He can drop the 2-1 curveball backdoor. We talked about how he throws all those pitches above average for strikes.
Fly ball center field. Here's Chris waiting for this one. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. 4 through 4, and it's 4-0 Oakland. to the 5th inning in this 4-0 ball game. Coco Crisp leads off, and the pitch is down and in a bit. Stayed in. Crisp has been on twice. He bunted his way aboard in the 3rd inning, stole second, and scored a run. That's a strike. Base hit, punch back through the middle. Comes off a fastball, and Crisp is on again.
Coco Crisp going right back up the middle, now over at first base here with nobody out. A stolen base in each of his first 2 ABs. Better keep your eye on him. Here's the pitch. That ball just catching too much plate. That's elevated. That's right down the middle.
Now Hideki Matsui, 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch is down. A ball, no strikes. Here we are in the 5th inning, and every hitter in this lineup has been on base for Oakland, with the exception of Hideki Matsui, who's been the hottest man in baseball. Hit a fly ball to center and is grounded out to shortstop. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. He's leading the majors in team batting average since the break at an even .300, and Matsui has been the major part of that. There's a 13-game hitting streak coming into this game. 2-1 for the life of that streak starting the game. That was at .529 and was hitting .479 since the All-Star game. A 2-1 count. I tell you, he's gotten hot, and 2 things have happened. Number one, Bob Melvin started playing him against left-handed pitching, and why not? Because he swings the bat very well. In fact, we mentioned his home run breakout. He's got 10 home runs, 7 against left-handed pitchers. Runner goes, and the pitch gets away. Crisp starts to take off from second, but puts on the brakes. He had stopped at second. That's a steal, and then did not advance. So the count goes to 3-1, and that's his 3rd stolen base of this game.
Well, you knew he was going to go at some point. I mean, he's gone his first 2 at-bats. No reason you wouldn't go here. As a fastball down, and Chirinos, in his haste to get out and try to cut him down, he starts to rise up before he corrals that baseball and just rattles around, clanks, and gets by him, and now they intentionally walk Matsui.
Well, 3-1, they go ahead and intentionally walk him, and Joe Maddon's going to head to the mound to spend some time with Cobb. Take a look at Chirinos as we slow it down on the Foxmo here.
Look where his eyes are. His eyes looking out at second base, not seeing the ball all the way into the glove.
So it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out in the 5th inning. And Maddon makes the visit to the mound himself.
And he had a direct message to his defense, because this is a situation that usually you would see pitching coach Jim Hickey go out there. Joe Maddon goes out when he's going to make a change. So when a manager goes out to instruct the defense, that sends a message in and of itself.
Well, Josh Willingham, the DH, is up here now. And Matsui reaching on that intentional walk. So every hitter has been on base in this game for Oakland already. Pitch down, blocked by Chirinos. A ball, no strikes. You know, we're talking about Matsui. The other thing they've been doing with him, he has 2 arthritic knees, but they've been playing him a lot in the field. He's been in left field a lot.
We saw him a couple times in Oakland.
Yep.
Out there in left field. Willingham DHing.
Swing and a miss by Willingham. It's 1-1. Coco Crisp at second, Matsui at first. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. So Crisp with a steal in the first, a steal in the third, and a steal in the fifth. It's the 4th time in his career that he's had as many as 3 steals in a game. There's Brandon Gomes loosening. And there he goes, stealing third. He's going to make it. Standing up.
Alex Cobb, he timed Alex Cobb is all he did. Alex Cobb has given him one look going to the plate. He looked back at second, and as Alex Cobb looked back at second, and as he turned his head, Coco Crisp took off and had a jump. Watch this. There he goes, turn the head. Look at, he's already going. He timed him up and knew that he was one look and go, one look and go. And after that one look, he walked into third base.
So for the first time in his career, he has 4 stolen bases in a single game. Coco Crisp with that steal of third base. First and third with nobody out. The pitch is down, ball 4. The bases are loaded, no outs.
Now, right now, Alex Cobb is feeling for the strike zone. Now with the fastball. Talked about the changeup was inconsistent early, and now the fastball. You get the feeling he's starting to aim that pitch and not letting it fly.
The bases are loaded, and the hitter's going to be David DeJesus, who hit the home run in the second inning that put Oakland on the board first. And with the bases loaded, the infield is close. No outs in the 5th. So that's 37 stolen bases now for Crisp, leading the American League in that department. And an opening breaking ball. That's a strike call to DeJesus.
The Rays need a break right here. Try to get wiggle out of this inning, because the way that McCarthy's throwing the baseball, 4 runs right now looks pretty tough to overcome. You don't want to let him add on.
Down and in. It's 1-1. Kept the miss. Change up. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's where the changeup comes in handy. DeJesus aggressive, wants to drive in runs. Boy, look at that. He missed that ball by a good 8-10 inches down below the zone. And now you got a chance to go for the strikeout here, which is what you like. Getting out, letting him put the ball in play.
1-2 is wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oakland with 4 runs, 7 hits. And the Rays have not done much with McCarthy, just that 1 hit by LaGoria in the first inning. Pitch is fouled by DeJesus. Have scored in each of the last 3 innings and have a major threat here in the 5th. High popper, right side. Zobrist going out, making the call on the infield pop. He's got it. So on the infield fly, DeJesus is out number 1. And now Joe Madden comes out Cliff Pennington due up. That's going to be it. So Cobb will depart with the bases loaded and 1 out. Call to the bullpen. Brought to you by Metro PCS. .361 against Gomes. Righties 212. So Joe Madden's looking deep.
I mean, real deep
between the lines here.
Especially because this is the guy that Alex Cobb has struck out twice tonight. One guy that he's had his number.
The pitch is to strike. Hoping that he can get a ground ball from Gomes to get the Rays out of this spot. Pennington had gone 3-2, had seen a lot of pitches from Cobb, but Cobb eventually got him both times on changeups, struck him out.
Well, if the Rays could get out of this inning, what a huge boost to the morale in that dugout.
And it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. They're loaded. And a fly ball into right field. Joyce will go back to the track and make the catch. Chris will tag and score from third. Matsui heads to third. It's a sacrifice fly. The run charged to Cobb, and it's 5-0. So Pennington drives in his 34th run of the year, and Chris scores the run, his 2nd run scored tonight, on the heels of 4 stolen bases by Coco Crisp. Now Scott Sizemore with men at first and third. The pitch is a strike. Sizemore has singled and has walked. Now, well, he's singled and walked in this game and has scored 2 runs. Pitch inside. It's 1-1. He's singled in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. He also has a stolen base. And here's a guy who has been tough. He came into the game hitting just .237, but .417 with men in scoring position, and it's up 35, 36 at bats. 2 balls and a strike. Gomes throws him a strike. That squares the count at 2-2. To the plate, and he strikes him out. Fastball by him. Sizemore leads 2. Middle of the 5th. It's 5-0 Oakland.
Here's tonight's AutoWay text poll question. You can text your vote to 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply. What do you miss the least about the 90s? TB1, grunge. TB2, Zubaz pants. I had a pair. TB3, the live ball era, in quotes, also known as the steroid era. Or TB4, the Devil Rays and their multicolored Joseph coat of many colors jerseys.
It's Casey Kochman lifting a fly ball right center to start the bottom of the 5th. DeJesus way over there in right center for it. Makes the catch. Casey, after that opening pitch, skies out. Well, McCarthy has done everything his way. Look at that, 1 out into the 5th inning. Just 48 pitches.
And and that doesn't surprise me at all because, first of all, he's been pounding the zone early. And obviously, Rays hitters are well aware of that. So now they're going up there saying, look, do we want to sit up here and fall down 0-1, 0-2? Now we got to start to swing early.
Well, Upton's taking all the way on that first pitch.
I don't think he was ready.
1 ball, no strikes. That was unusual. There's a guy throwing first pitch strikes. Hitter after hitter. And BJ just not going to swing at that pitch anyway.
I think maybe after that swing right there, maybe it was the rope-a-dope.
1-1 the count. Fouls it back. BJ had reached base in 7 consecutive plate appearances before he grounded out in the 2nd inning. Upton hitting .232 right now. Puts the fly ball toward the line and right. DeJesus is there in the foul territory making the catch. 2 gone.
Well, this weekend, the Rays Wives and Waste Management are holding a backpack and school supply drive at Tropicana Field. Please bring these items to the Waste Management Bagster Collection Point inside gates 1 and 5. All items collected will be donated to the Pace Center for Girls. Fans who donate these items will be registered to win fabulous raised prizes and even tickets.
Pitch is a strike call to Matt Joyce. 0-1. This is down 1-1. Two balls, one strike. The Rays have done nothing at all with McCarthy save the 2-out single by Longoria. That was back in the first. He's retired 12 in a row. 2-2. McCarthy pitched 8 innings against the Rays out in Oakland. The A's beat the Rays 6-1. He gave up 1 run on 6 hits. Walked only 2 in that outing. 2. Joyce just a little piece of the curveball. Joyce did have a hit off McCarthy in that one. The Rays didn't score off him until the 8th when Zobrist hit the home run. And there's strike 3. The Rays are up and down 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. On to inning 6, 5-0 Oakland. We go to the 6th inning. It's 5-0. Oakland with 2 runs in the 2nd and single markers in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th frames. Brandon Gomes on the mound in relief of Alex Cobb. Kurt Suzuki, the Oakland catcher, about to step in. Rosales next, and then Weeks. Pitch is a strike. Gomes entered with the bases loaded, gave up a sacrifice fly, and then got out of the inning. 1-1 to count. Suzuki lifts a fly ball to center field. Upton makes the catch. So 1 out. Pitch is a strike. Rosales got a run home on a ground ball to short in the second. Strike 2. Gomes finding the strike zone here in relief of Alex Cobb, who made 93 pitches tonight and 4 1/3. Gave up 5 runs, 7 hits. Struck out 4 and walked 4.
And you'd like to see Brandon Gomes continue this trend, throwing strikes, getting the offense back in the dugout quickly with an opportunity to try to come back against McCarthy. Cannot let anything else come in for the Athletics.
And that is strike 3, a tag by Chirinos to complete the strikeout. 2 gone.
Well, for all the latest news, in-depth investigative reporting, and sports coverage, sign up for the St. Petersburg Times. For home delivery, call 877 The Times.
Two outs, base is empty. Now the top of the order, Jamal Weeks. He drove in a run with a base hit in the 4th inning, giving him 1 for 3. And lifts one into center, straight back right to Upton. 1, 2, 3. Gomes retires Oakland in order. Bottom of the 6th coming. 5-0 Oakland. Summary, David DeJesus home run to lead off the 2nd inning, open the scoring. Ground ball by Adam Rosales got the other run home in that inning. They added a run in the 3rd, another one in the 4th on a base hit by Jamal Weeks. Another run scored on a sacrifice fly to right in the 5th. Meanwhile, Brandon McCarthy's been in charge, throwing 1 strike right after another. No walks, 3 strikeouts, and just the 1 hit through 5. And here's Robinson Chirinos taking a first pitch strike. The bottom of the 6th is underway. That has been the order of the night for Brandon McCarthy to get ahead of hitters and then dispose of them. Soft little fly ball to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Chirinos with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Rays fans hoping that will be the start of something. They haven't had a lot to cheer about tonight so far. Sean Rodriguez will be the hitter. Sean getting a pretty steady opportunity here to start at shortstop. Going for 15 right now, and he fouls one straight back, and that's going to be just below us. Strike one. Joe Madden said before the game he really has been impressed with the way Rodriguez has played shortstop, and would love to see him get started, especially against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, he has done a nice job in the field.
Fly ball up the right side. That's going to tail out of play. It's 2 strikes. Hey, that's a hole in one. You don't do that very often.
Maybe that's exactly what he needed. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a baseball being rubbed up.
Oh, easy, big fella.
Baseball's not the only thing getting rubbed up down there. That's going to be a foul ball beyond the bullpen. Juan Cruz.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment a little too seriously.
All right, somebody's being ejected.
Got to send a couple baseballs down. Just tell him.
Yeah, let's go down and be a peacemaker.
Take it easy. Goodness.
A 2-strike count to Rodriguez.
Should we dispatch Todd?
Yeah, I think he is the peacemaker.
If anybody could do it, we know that he could.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Shuttle diplomacy. Todd Callis. And another foul out of play right side. Well, Sean has been very good against left-handed pitching, and this gives him an opportunity to see both lefties and righties. And the next step for him is to put together a run of success against right-handed pitching. He's facing a tough one tonight. Breaking ball drops low, and it's 2-2. McCarthy and fouls another one. Hey, I think Todd Callis has arrived.
He's already made it.
Guess where the ball is, guys? Still in there.
It's still in there.
Yeah, bad behavior. Nobody gets the prize. That's the ruling by the security guards.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are they keeping close eye on it?
Well, kids are coming over and swarming. It's kind of like it could be problematic. I'll be down here.
Hey, there's a base hit to right field. And Rodriguez with a very nice at bat there. Chirinos moves up to second. Well, Sean fouled off a number of pitches, created a disturbance in the stands with one of those foul balls. Todd Callis down there right now as part of the peacekeeping mission. And Rodriguez comes up with a base hit to right.
That was a very good at-bat. You're right, Dwayne. This ball trying to go in. It stays middle of the plate. Sean Rodriguez stays down on that baseball, through it, shoots it the other way. And now, best case scenario here. First 2 men to the plate, get on base out of the 8 and 9 hole, and that lineup flips now for the 3rd time.
Desmond Jennings up here. Shortens on the bat. Pitch caught the strike zone.
And Brandon McCarthy has shown this year that runners on base, runners in scoring position, not very good. Over 300. Been a different picture when runners get on. And here the Rays with their first opportunity, and it's starting to get later in the game. You need to cash in here.
First time they've had a man in scoring position right here.
Start to chip away.
And again, a pitch taken down and away as Jennings shortened on the bat. Again, he shortens, taking ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he puts down a bunt foul. 2-2. He's trying to add some base runners, down by 5 at the moment. Had a delay in Baltimore, but Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead on a home run. Rasmus hit a home run. Here it's 2-2 to Jennings, and he lifts a fly ball to center. Crisp is there for it. Now the right fielder DeJesus makes the catch. Crisp out there, but DeJesus came on to make the grab just in case the Rays were thinking about running. 1 out with men still at first and second. Johnny Damon has lined to first and hit a fly ball to right field. The pitch is low. Ball, no strikes. One of the few times that McCarthy has missed on that first pitch. It's 15 of 20 in the first pitch strike department. Broken bat. The ball is foul, and so is the bat. The ball down toward the bullpen, and they barrel into the bat short of the bullpen. A new bat for Damon because of this. One ball, one strike. Inside. 2-1. Johnny had a couple hits in the game last night. Scored 2 runs. Going to get the Rays on the board in the 6th inning. And he takes another one low. 3-1.
Here you go, 3-1. The count in your favor. Pick out your favorite pitch in your favorite spot. You're Johnny Damon.
It's only the second 3-ball count McCarthy's had on a hitter tonight. He went 3-2 to Jennings in the 3rd and got him on a ground ball to second. Now 3-1 to Damon. And a cut to miss. Fastball with a little cut finish to it. Full count.
Oh, here you go. You're Johnny Damon. You're thinking, okay, heater away, sinker away. I'm going to have to shoot it to left field. And if I get that cutter, I better be quick with those hands and hammer that ball to right. That's tough to do.
3-2 and a ground ball to first. Rosales down to second. Out there, that's the only one they're going to get. Over to third base goes Chirinos. Rodriguez cut down Rosales to Pennington. 2 outs now with men at first and third.
You can tell there with the feed from Rosales that he is an infielder playing first base. A nice one hop there, turn and fire to second base. Right on the money. Good throw. Get that lead out.
So it's first and third. There's Evan Longoria. The Rays have a man at third base for the first time tonight. Longoria takes a strike. 7-0 for Oakland, 0-3-1 for the Rays. And a high fly ball to center. Crisp there waiting, and the Rays leave 2 through 6, 5-0 Oakland. Steals tonight for Coco Chris, the most ever against the Rays by an individual. As Chris gives the A's the edge, you can keep your edge with Just for Men mustache and beard. We're headed into the 7th inning. Chris will lead it off. Brandon Gomes out of the game after an inning and 2/3. Well, a nice job by Gomes. Juan Cruz is the new pitcher for the Rays. Chris, Matsui, and Willingham to face Cruz. The Rays tried to make a little run at McCarthy in the bottom of the 6th, but left 2 men on. The first pitch, that's a strike. Cruz pitched an inning here Thursday in the Toronto series. To count. Foul back and out of play. Cruz spent some time with Oakland back in 05. 28 games with Oakland in the 2005 season, pitching against Oakland right now. It's too high. 2-2. Crisp officially 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 4 stolen bases. Ground ball right side, picked up by Zobrist, and the throw to first in time. 1 up, 1 down in the 7th inning.
Well, experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. The Whitney Bank Club features an upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS, or you can go to raysbaseball.com to purchase tickets just for more information.
Watching you guys on the pregame outdoors today.
Yeah.
Reminded me of when we were there the other night at the Madden Summer Social, and one young lady said to pass along to you, and I'm sure she may have found you, but she said, look, the one thing I want from the Rays telecast, more headbands from Brian Anderson and more perspiration. Headbands and perspiration.
On demand.
Yeah.
On demand, I can give it to you. The headbands are always around, especially the handkerchief Axl Rose style headbands.
That made an appearance last night.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. You want perspiration, you'll get it. You'll get more than you can handle.
I'm not saying that I asked for that, but
well,
she did.
I'm saying anybody that asked for it. That doesn't take much effort.
Yep. Okay.
You just tell me to slow down now.
I just said I'd pass it along. Consider it passed along.
All right.
Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to go through into center. You saw Cruz reach back with his pitching hand, but it got through into center, and Matsui has a base hit. Boy, he continues the hitting streak. He was intentionally walked in the 5th, and there's a base hit to center. Matsui red hot in the second half.
And he's getting it done all different kind of ways. The power numbers have started to come up a little bit more frequently, hitting the ball hard. They're just taking a pitch away from him and poking it right back up the middle.
Now 28 for 54 for the life of the 14-game hitting streak.
That's pretty impressive. You see guys that they'll have a hitting streak and it's 1 for 4 every night. And, you know, hey, a hitting streak's a hitting streak, but when you do it and put up those kind of gaudy numbers, that's something. Over 500.
Willingham takes the 1-0 pitch and pops it foul just back of the plate. Chirinos has it come back to him, and he makes the catch.
You know, and we saw that out in Oakland. You know, we talked about it when the team was coming in, because at that point, Hideki was hitting still down in the 230s, but he was coming off the last 2 games. They had a series up in New York against the Yankees, and he was 7 for his last 10 coming into the series against the Rays, and it was like, see you later. I mean, he has just taken off, and the Rays leave Oakland, and he has not slowed down a bit.
David DeJesus. Well, we mentioned in Oakland that he spends a lot of time in the video room in the clubhouse, and I'll tell you, he should be collecting video during this hitting streak like he's never collected it before.
I mean, for hours. He'll break it down.
Yep.
Wants to know, you know, every angle, everything.
Tremendous technique, apparently, to hit over 500. One strike the count to DeJesus. It's fouled back, going to be out of play. 0-2. Matsui at first base, 2 outs. trying to get DeJesus in the top of the 7th. And he threw him a breaking ball that's a little bit low. 1-2. Again, down. Came right back with that same pitch. And it's 2-2. Has been busy out of the Rays bullpen this year after they signed him really to a minor league free agent deal in early February. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He stayed with that breaking ball and finally got DeJesus to chase. 7th inning stretch time, 5-0 Oakland. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. 5-Hour Energy fixes tired fast. One shot, back to work. Problem solved. And by Checkers, feast on. Rays are down by 5, coming in to hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. Facing Brandon McCarthy, who has been very good tonight, limiting the Rays to just 3 hits. 1 hit until the 6th. Ben Zobrist, who homered off him back in Oakland, takes the first pitch down. A ball to no strikes. Ben 0 for 2 tonight. Fouled out the 3rd in the 1st inning and hit a fly ball to center in the 4th. It's a strike. 1-1. Ball. There's a strike, big cut and a miss. Well, I tell you, he's done some good curveballs tonight.
Yes, he has. Good velocity, good break, very consistent break. This streak that Ben Zobrist has been on, very rarely have you seen him take a swing like that.
This one darting down and in, breaking low and inside. Another curveball, 2-2. Back with another one, and Zobrist lays off. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
What you have seen out of Ben Zobrist, though, is the ability to make adjustments, and he swung and missed at that to get to 2 strikes, and then has taken a couple tough ones. Good recognition.
Oh, there's strike 3. A fastball. Well, I'll tell you, gives you 3 curveballs and then back with that fastball.
Right on the outside
Good luck.
corner. You know what? This is one of those sequences that Jeff Neiman was featuring last night. Just really, really tying up a hitter's mind, really, more than anything else. Just not sure what to look for. That's one of the great things about having 3 pitches that you can throw for a strike at any time, and the ability to work ahead in the count.
Now Kochman goes after the first pitch and a base hit. Going after the fastball. So Casey, who came into the game 6 out of 12 lifetime against McCarthy, 3rd time up, has his first hit tonight.
The Mosaic Company and the Rays are working together to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $54,000 has been donated to Feeding America Tampa Bay.
B.J. Upton takes a fastball away. Ball, no strikes. Two and 0. Pitches on the night for McCarthy. Two and 1. BJ came into the game 3 of 12 lifetime against McCarthy. That's a .250 average with 6 strikeouts against him. He's 0 for 2 tonight. That one cutting away from him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count up, and a fly ball hit the center. Crisp right there. 2 gone. Two outs with Kochman at first, and here's Matt Joyce. Joyce is grounded to second and has been called out on strikes. There's a strike. Swing and a miss by Joyce. 0-2. Line drive into center. Crisp is there to make the catch. The Rays are finished in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, and a man left. We go to the 8th. 5-0.
You know, after the game tonight, the Goo Goo Dolls are performing. We have the drummer, Mike Mullennan, right now with us. First of all, last night, the Goo Goo Dolls all threw out the first pitch together, all 5 of them. I mean, the Go-Go's. What did I say, Goo Goo Dolls? Go-Go. It's a Go-Go Goo Goo weekend. It can get confusing. Go-Go's all throughout the first pitch together. You're representing the Goo Goo Dolls solely tonight. A little pressure?
No, I heard their pitch was so bad. I just had to go to make it over the, at least remotely over the plate. I think I did okay, so yeah.
Yes, it looked good for me. I thought it was a good pitch, as Juan Cruz will pitch here in the 8th inning, his 2nd inning of work. Now, you guys, before the show, before the game, you had a chance to hang out with Evan Longoria a little while. I know he was thrilled because he's a self-taught drummer.
He's a drummer. He has a drummer. He has a drum set in the stadium. I couldn't believe it.
And what did you work on with Evan today? I know he works a lot on his hitting, but you guys work mostly on drumming.
I think I played his drums for a minute, and we kind of chatted about that. And he asked how long I played, and I said probably about as long as you played baseball. And yeah, I can't hit a fastball, and he's a better drummer than I am a baseball player, so he's doing well.
Yeah, what would you say about his drumming performance? As a novice, a self-taught, is he getting there?
Absolutely, yeah. I just told him to get some of his favorite records and play along, and he'll have a blast. So.
As we've been walking around the stadium here, and the pitch to Pennington is outside is 3-0. Started out 3rd inning, a lot of people were rolling in first few innings, 4th inning, more and more. It may end up being close to 30,000 tonight. It's a pretty good crowd to see you guys.
It's looking pretty amazing, yeah. This is great. We were in Miami last night, or Pompano last night, and came up here today, so this is fun.
You guys were just down south. Now you're playing Tropicana Field. Big stadium. What are some of the challenges, or what are some of the things you look forward to playing this kind of venue?
The place is just so huge like this. It's weird, just because, you see into the distance, it goes on forever. I mean, last night we played a 3,000-seater, and now we're in a baseball stadium, so it's crazy.
I know a lot of fans of yours, including our producer, Mike Griffin. We thank you for taking time to join us.
Thanks so much. It'll be a fun night.
Guys, lessons today for Evan Longoria. I want to tell you, he was more jacked up than you've seen in a while. He got personalized lessons from Mike Mullennan here from the Goo Goo Dolls. Back to you.
All right, very good. We're looking forward to that.
Hey, isn't it true, though? I mean, tell me. Every baseball player wants to be a rock star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, truly. I saw the headband last night.
It's impressive. And, the great thing, you produce that just like that.
How about that?
Yeah. It's easy access.
Right.
For the do-rag.
Yep. And the perspiration.
Well, what an hold the count to Sizemore here. Pennington has walked. Yeah, so, I mean, you're ready at any time to be a rock star. 1-1. And we just heard from Todd, there's Jake McGee celebrating his birthday today, right now in the bullpen.
To be 25 again.
Yes, and we only known then what we know now.
I was going to say, I would not want to be as stupid as I was when I was 25. Another crack at it. Well, you had a sign that talked about that.
Yeah, I know. And, I got to tell you that, there's some people who are concerned that, we were serious about that. Swing and a miss. Sizemore out on strikes. And I've had a couple people even today. We've done a few disclaimers about that. They keep asking me, were you serious? You guys not getting along? I said, yeah, he's hard to get along with.
Well, yeah. Well, good thing they didn't hear us in between innings last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Almost fisticuffs.
That's right. We had Todd had to come in and break it up. Bring the garbage can in. Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki is 1 for 3. Pitch is outside. That's what we both call chemistry. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you got to flush the system. You know what I mean? You just got to flush the system.
Yeah.
Last night was like a big double scoop of Metamucil.
Well, I was just thinking it keeps the radiator from overheating. That's what I was thinking. Runner goes, and there's a stolen base. Pennington picks up his 7th steal of the year. 2-0. Yeah, but here's the deal on that sign. And let's just be honest. That sign was your idea.
Well, I mean, truth be told, I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
I did think it would be funny. And I thought, hey, listen, if I do it, I want it to happen, but I'm not going to disrespect the guy that's been doing this as long as you have. So, yes, I highly suggested that you do it, and I thought it would be great.
Yeah. How about this sign?
I'm not talking about that. I mean, look at you. funky D-Wayne stats. I mean, look at you. You look like a point guard from 1974.
I was too slow even then to be a point guard. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, that was fun. About 2 and 1, I guess. Now here we are talking about point guards and all this other stuff. Runner at second with 1 out. Suzuki at the plate. But the bottom line is that we sort of like each other. Nothing real serious.
Listen, for 4 hours a day, we can handle anything.
That's it. 3 and 1. No friendship rings or anything like that. We just get along. Share a few laughs. Have a refreshment. Then we go our separate ways. Pennington at second base. The 3-1. And it's popped up. Foul ball. That's going to be out of play. Need to bring your glove. Three balls, 2 strikes. 6 steals tonight by Oakland. It's the most the Rays have ever given up. A liner, foul. A hold of that one. Pulled it out of play. Hey, how about that? Well, maybe you don't need to bring your glove. Cruz, the third Rays pitcher. Alex Cobb charged with all 5 runs in 4 1/3. Gomes worked an inning and 2/3. Cruz worked the 7th out here in the 8th inning. Suzuki fouls this one back of the dugout. Out of play it goes. Oakland scored 2 runs in the 2nd, single runs in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings. Again is outside. Cruz gives up his 2nd walk of the inning. And now at 1st and 2nd with 1 out.
Well, if Rays pitchers rack up 10 strikeouts in a home game, take your ticket stub to any Cane's furniture store and get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Plus, while you're there, you can sign up for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. Cane's quality so good, it's guaranteed for life.
Now the first baseman, Adam Rosales, up here. Runner takes off, and he's going to steal 3rd easily. So Pennington steals 2nd and 3rd. It's been a track meet for Oakland tonight.
Yes, it has. Taken full advantage. They are just running at will. And a couple of stolen bases tonight to 3rd base. Rays pitchers not making the Oakland base runners out there stop. They're getting running leads, early jumps, and not even a throw, just walking into third base.
Which is a strike on the outer edge. Fastball out there, 0-2. Yeah, Chris stole third off Cobb in the 5th inning. And Pennington swiped it off Cruz in the 8th inning. And a foul ball that got a piece of Chirinos. Keeps the count at 2 strikes.
Watch this, so you want to catch.
Make sure you pay your dental insurance bill if you do.
Off the face and then off the forearm.
Two strikes the count. It's 1-2. Boston beat New York today at Fenway 10-4. Toronto is batting in the 6th inning at Baltimore, leading 1-0 in that game. That game had been delayed. Line drive into left. Jennings closes, makes the catch. Tag at third, and Pennington heads to the plate and scores run number 6. Sacrifice fly. Second run batted into the night for Adam Rosales. Now Weeks will be up here. Pitch up and away. Ball, 2 strikes. That's a strike. The count is 1-1. Ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball. 1-2. A ball, 2 strikes to Weeks. Pitch is foul. So, you know, we should make the point, Brian, here on that line drive by Rosales, because we were wondering about this. The tag by Pennington, that seemed to be a play that you might want to contest the runner coming down the line. And Jennings had a little trouble on the exchange, but he was thinking about that. So that's a good sign.
It is.
He didn't just concede that run.
And that's what it looked like. You know, you wondered because it wasn't hit that deep. And here you go. He's going to get ready to throw it. You see right there. And then the grimace. Because he wanted to make a play on Pennington. Yeah, when that first happened, I thought, well, wait a minute. Why are we not trying to at least throw that ball head high to the cutoff man hard, make an effort?
That's exactly what he wanted to do. Now here's one into left center, and that ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Suzuki's going to score. Weeks turns second and stays right there with a double. Another run is in, and Oakland tacks on another one. It's 7-0. 12th double of the year for Weeks as he drives in his second run in this game.
Well, let's see the angle here taken by Desmond Jennings. He's going out, trying to cut that angle, and just not able to get there. Well, that was close. They got by him, and once it got by him, that run's going to score, and Lucky Weeks is just at second base.
And he started with Weeks up there, playing a couple of steps toward the line. He was not in straightaway left. And as it turns out, had he been straight away, he would have caught that ball.
And a little bit more shallow than he normally would be with Weeks up there.
Yep. 1-0 the count to Crisp. Crisp with a couple hits. Two and 0. Three and 0 the count on Crisp. The inning started with a leadoff walk. All of that has led to 2 more runs for Oakland. Cruz throws a strike now, 3-1. Rays have run up against Brandon McCarthy. Cruz, the third pitcher for the Rays. Chris fouls it back. 5 runs off Cobb and the other 2 off Cruz in between Gomes. McCarthy limited the Rays to just 4 hits, and he has walked no one. He didn't walk anybody in his last start when he beat Minnesota 7-3 and struck out a career high 9. In fact, Cobb, coming into this game, was coming off a career high 9 strikeouts. He struck out 4 and walked 4 and was tagged for the 5 runs. Matsui is on deck. 2 outs in the inning. Chris pops it foul. It's headed for the stands right on top of the dugout. In Oakland, you've got a chance to catch that ball with all the foul territory they have in the Coliseum out there. Ground ball right side. Here's Zobrist with a pickup. Throw to first, retires the side. 2-run score. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-0 Oakland. first pitch and shoots it past the diving third baseman Sizemore into the left field corner and has himself a stand-up double. Chirinos is 2 for 3 tonight. He was ready for the first pitch this time. A lot of first pitch strikes tonight by McCarthy, and Chirinos picks up the double.
Well, that's just paying attention to what's been going on. You see that pitch from McCarthy split the heart of the plate. Sizemore, a valiant effort. That ball was hit too hard.
Sean Rodriguez. Sean throws a fly ball into right. Jesus coming in. One away. Well, the top of the order, Desmond Jennings. Jennings 0 for 3. Fouls it. It's 100 pitches now for Brandon McCarthy.
What'd you say earlier? 63 out of 100 about average?
Yeah, he's 70.
There you go.
It's about where he is most of the time. It's 1-1. In fact, for him, that might even be a little low. 70%. The way he's been pitching. There's Grant Balfour in the bullpen. Two balls and a strike. Two and two. High pitch count this year is 114. He's just a little over 100 right now.
But he does have 2 complete games, even though he's only had 15 starts.
And Jennings is out on strikes. Cutter moving away from him.
Yeah, a little indecision there on Desmond Jennings' part. That cutter swing was kind of late and forced. Watch right here. Foot down, and then he just reaching for that pitch. It was not the smooth swing that we've been used to seeing from Desmond.
Now it's Johnny Damon. Damon looking for his first hit tonight. That's too low. A ball, no strikes. One. The Orioles trying to make a little noise in the bottom of the 6th, trailing Toronto 2-0. A couple of men on. Inside to Johnny Damon. 2-1. The Tigers in Kansas City. Detroit batting in the top of the 8th with a 4-3 lead. Kansas City with a couple runs in the 7th to draw within a run. Detroit leading the AL Central by 4 over Cleveland at the start of the day. Damon fouls it into the screen. 2-2. Cleveland and the Texas Rangers scoreless in the top of the 5th in Arlington. Two balls, 2 strikes. Damon hits it on the ground to second. Weeks with the pickup and the throw to first. Rays are out of the 8th, leaving a man at second. We go to the 9th, and it's 7-0 Oakland. Seven nothing Oakland leading as this game moves into the 9th inning. Hideki Matsui set to lead off. The Toyota trend for Matsui has been full speed ahead. 14-game hitting streak, 28 out of 54, hitting .519 for the life of that 14-game hitting streak, and very productive. He scored 12 runs. He's driven in 11.
Damage, 6 doubles, 3 home runs. Well, right now, you just can't make a mistake to him. I mean, he's hit his fair share of good pitches, but boy, he leaves something out over the plate, and he's hammered it.
Well, Jake McGee is going to be the new pitcher for the Rays. Their 4th of the night.
Down for the 22nd time, 14 1/3 innings of work, 13 strikeouts.
Cut by Matsui, and he fouls it, strike 1. This has been all Oakland tonight. Ironically, Matsui was the last Oakland hitter to reach base in their lineup. Everybody's been on base one way or another. And the pitch is a strike to him, 0-2. Take that back. Pennington, I guess, with the walk was the last guy. He was the next to the last guy. Pennington did drive in a run in the 5th, but he walked and scored in the 8th. They fouled into the screen. 0-2.
Say, Jake McGee has easy gas. I mean, it really doesn't look like he's going max effort. Just kind of everything smooth. That explosion, good finish at the end, and he's tossing up there 96 miles an hour. Like it's nothing.
He's ahead of Matsui, 0-2. Bouncer foul down beyond Ty Waller, the first base coach, and down toward the bullpen. Willingham will be next, and then DeJesus. Hits it to the right side. Zobrist just inside the line makes the catch. And that will be the first out here in the ninth. Crowd of just under 25,000 here tonight for the middle game of this series. The way it stacks up right now, barring a big comeback by the Rays, they'll meet this Oakland club tomorrow and try to win the series when David Price goes to the mound for the Rays tomorrow afternoon against Trevor Cahill. Pitch is too low to Willingham. 1-0. Rays have been out hit 9-5. And they've lost the track meet tonight as well. 7 steals by Oakland. It's just foul outside of third. 1-1. Cobb 4 1/3. He gave up 5 on 7 hits. Gomes an inning and 2/3. Scoreless baseball. Juan Cruz pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs. He walked 2 and struck out a couple. The pitch is down. 2-1. McGee was in the game briefly Thursday in that extra inning game against Toronto when the Rays won in 12. There's a long fly ball that's going to be well fouled, but boy did he get a hold of this one. Foul, and plenty distance on that one. And strike 3 call at the knees. Willingham caught looking.
Low flying.
It's the 9th strikeout by Rays pitching tonight. Here's another look at it.
98 miles an hour. Look at that. Right at the knees, right down the middle. Easy cheese.
2 up, 2 down. David DeJesus. Ball 1. Only the second time tonight that Oakland has had the first 2 hitters in an inning retired to start that inning. They were retired in order in the 6th. And there's a fly ball hit deep to right field off the bat of DeJesus, all the way to the wall, and it's gone. Well, DeJesus, who opened the scoring with a home run back in the 2nd inning, has just hit his 2nd home run of the night, and that will make it an 8-0 ball game. A 2-home run night by David DeJesus.
Yeah, and David came into this ball game with 5. 5 on the year, 2 tonight. A ball that was in, but watch the hands. Pull the hands in, and you can allow Jake McGee to supply a lot of the power. Get the barrel of the bat to the baseball. Fastball in the mid-90s, and he got it out of here.
Well, I guess that thumb is all right now. He's hit 2 home runs.
Yeah, those things are only bothering you when you're not playing well.
Yeah. Bennington takes a strike. He walked and scored in the 8th. 0-2. The Rays have given up 8 runs, 10 hits. Fans are cheering for the 10th strikeout of the game. And there it is. Swing and a miss. Pennington strikes out. 10 strikeouts by Rays pitching tonight. There is excitement at the ballpark. Back with the bottom of the ninth in a moment.
What do you miss the least about the 90s? TB1 grunge, TB2 Zubaz pants, which I had a pair, Cleveland Browns Zubaz. They were pretty sweet. Sundays only.
What happened to them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably left them in, somebody's apartment at some point. TB3, the steroid era, or TB4, the Devil Rays?
I heard they were in an elevator somewhere.
Potentially. Potentially.
Okay.
I rule nothing out.
Or maybe the emergency room. Sure.
I'm telling you. All of the above.
Okay.
Should be the next poll question. Where are my Zubaz pants?
It might be. Patino de los Santos, the new pitcher. McCarthy goes 8. And the first pitch here to open the bottom of the ninth is a strike. Elliott Johnson, pinch hitting, takes it in there. Pitch upstairs. 1-1. Ryan Sweeney is now in center field. But all Oakland tonight. 8 runs, 10 hits, 7 stolen bases. Johnson pops it up, foul back a third. And Sizemore makes the catch. That's a nice play down in the bullpen.
Well, that really is. First of all, you're running at an odd angle. You got to find the ball here with the roof at Tropicana Field, and then you're tracking along the low wall over there with the fans. This is not an easy play. You're finding the wall, finding the baseball, then you got to track it down and make an oddly angled catch here. That's nicely done.
Now, Sam Fold will pinch hit in the place of Ben Zobrist. Strike. 8 innings for McCarthy, 109 pitches. Shutout baseball on 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no bases on balls. 1-1 the count to Fold. So McCarthy continues to pitch well for this Oakland ball club, as he did his last time out against Minnesota. And the time before that against the Rays.
Yeah, his 2 starts against the Rays this year. He's gone 16 innings and given up 1 earned run.
On 11 hits. Full facing De Los Santos. It's 3-1. By the way, David DeJesus, who has 2 home runs tonight, has done that 3 times in his career, twice this year. So he has 7 home runs and 4 of them. Is that right? No, he's done 3. Yeah. They've all been this year. How about that?
3 2-home run games.
All
three
this
of his
year.
career.
Yeah.
And he's only got 7 total.
Yeah. So there you are. Bold is at first, drawing the walk. First walk drawn by the Rays. Yeah, they've all been this year. 3 career 2-home run games. Cruciano batting for Kochman. Kochman had a base hit. It was 1 for 3. It truly has been an all Oakland A's night here. And the second goes Bold on indifference. 2-0 the count to Ruggiano. Ruggiano fouls one out of play up the right side. These same 2 clubs tomorrow, and it would appear the Rays will be trying to get a series victory, winning last night's opener 8-4 and down 8-0 tonight. 3-1 the count to Ruggiano. David Price will be trying to get his 10th win of the season tomorrow afternoon. Cahill likewise trying to get his 10th win for Oakland. Ruggiano walks back-to-back bases on balls. 2 men on with only 1 out. Ron Romanek heads to the hill. He's their pitching coach. And we'll take a look at tonight's Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment. For that, it would be David DeJesus, who hit an 0-1 changeup into the seats in right field in the 2nd inning. And then in the 9th, in a 1-0 fastball of Jake McGee into the stands again in right. 2 home runs on the evening, a 2 for 5. He opened the scoring for the A's, and it would appear that he will have closed the scoring for the A's. Taking it in stride out there. Here is Upton. And he takes it for a strike. Upton is 0 for 3. Ball, 1 strike. Los Santos pitched 1/3 of an inning last night. Inherited a man. He scored with the hit and the walk. Walked 2. A 1/3 of an inning here in the 9th. Ground ball to second. Weeks to Pennington over to first, and the 4-6-3 double play ends it as Upton grounds into 2 for the Rays. No runs, a couple of walks, and a man left. So it's an 8-0 final here tonight. 2 hours and 56 minutes to play it. McCarthy the winner, Cobb the losing pitcher. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. For Brian Anderson and Todd Callis, Dwayne Stats. We'll see you next on Rays Live, the postgame.